Rich people quotes.
Your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room. Jeff Bezos.
When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Elon Musk.
The human brain is an incredible pattern matching machine. Jeff Bezos.
Life is too short for long-term grudges. Elon Musk.
What's dangerous is not to evolve. Jeff Bezos.
Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Elon Musk.
What we need to do is always lean into the future when the world changes around you and when it changes against you. What used to be a tailwind is now a headwind. You have to lean into that and figure out what to do, because complaining isn't a strategy. Jeff Bezos.
I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. Elon Musk.
I believe you have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. Jeff Bezos.
If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion.
We see our customers as invited guests to a party, and we are the hosts. It's our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better. Jeff Bezos.
Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. Elon Musk.
Life's too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. Jeff Bezos.
If something's important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure.
What consumerism really is, at its worst, is getting people to buy things that don't actually improve their lives.
I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself.
If you don't understand the details of your business, you are going to fail.
People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else.
We've had 3 big ideas at Amazon that we've stuck with for 18 years, and they're the reason we're successful. Put the customer first, invent, and be patient.
If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not.
I think frugality drives innovation. Just like other constraints do, one of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out.
It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket.
There'll always be serendipity involved in discovery.
Great companies are built on great products.
The special ops guys and the firefighters around the world have this great phrase. They say, slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And that is true. Everything I've accomplished in my life has been because of that attitude. I think there should be regulations on social media to the degree that it negatively affects the public good.
Great industries are never made from single companies. There is room in space for a lot of winners.
I think it matters whether someone has a good heart.
The common question that gets asked in business is, why? That's a good question, but an equally valid question is, why not?
I really do encourage other manufacturers to bring electric cars to market. It's a good thing, and they need to bring it to market and keep iterating and improving and make better and better electric cars. And that's what's going to result in humanity achieving a sustainable transport future. I wish it was growing faster than it is.
Because, resilience, if you think of it in terms of the gold rush, then you'd be pretty depressed right now because the last nugget of gold would be gone. But the good thing is, with innovation, there isn't a last nugget. Every new thing creates to new questions and to new opportunities.
People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working.
The thing that motivates me is a very common form of motivation. And that is, with other folks counting on me, it's so easy to be motivated.
We're running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide the atmosphere can handle before there is an environmental catastrophe.
Percentage margins don't matter. What matters always is dollar margins, the actual dollar amount. Companies are valued not on their percentage margins, but on how many dollars they actually make. And a multiple of that.
I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to ask other people to invest in something if I'm not prepared to do so myself.
My view is there's no bad time to innovate.
Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment.
There are two kinds of companies. Those that work to try to charge more and those that work to charge less. We will be the second.
To make an embarrassing admission, I like video games. That's what got me into software engineering when I was a kid. I wanted to make money so I could buy a better computer to play better video games, nothing like saving the world.
I don't think that you can invent on behalf of customers. Unless you're willing to think long-term, because a lot of invention doesn't work. If you're going to invent, it means you're going to experiment. And if you're going to experiment, you're going to fail. And if you're going to fail, you have to think long-term.
When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world.
There are two ways to extend a business. Take inventory of what you're good at and extend out from your skills. Or determine what your customers need and work backward, even if it requires learning new skills. Kindle is an example of working backward.
Good ideas are always crazy until they're not.
Email has some magical ability to turn off the politeness gene in a human being.
The best minds of my generation are thinking about how to make people click ads.
We need to know what the resources of the moon are. We have great evidence now because of different kinds of radar and spectroscopic analysis that people have been able to do. But we really do need to go visit there. And we can do that with a robot craft without any problem.
When something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor.